The Bible you know has 66 books, but it doesn't tell the full story. Lost within the Book of Enoch are horrors so terrifying they were left out until now. And today, we're going to uncover those secrets. And trust me, you're not ready for what you're about to hear. Enoch, a man of such righteousness and purity, never faced death. Instead, he was taken by God, vanishing from the earth. A seventh-generation direct descendant of Adam and Eve, he was the father of Methuselah, the longest-living person in the Bible, and the great-grandfather of Noah, the one chosen by God to survive the Great Flood. The Book of Enoch could be one of the earliest written accounts of humanity, so ancient that it may have even influenced Genesis and the Bible itself. This apocryphal text reveals a drastically different version of the world before the flood, filled with celestial wars, monstrous beings, and divine punishments so catastrophic that they threatened existence itself. Yet this book was rejected, erased, and labeled forbidden. The early church feared its revelations, casting it out of the biblical canon. For centuries, it was thought lost, until the Ethiopian Orthodox Church preserved and rediscovered the original manuscript. But the real question is, why was it banned and hidden in the first place? Let's explore the 5 horrors that the Book of Enoch reveals. In the days before the flood, a group of powerful angels was sent to watch over humanity. They were known as the Watchers, but these weren't ordinary angels. These celestial beings gazed down upon the earth and lusted after human women. They made a choice to descend from heaven, take human wives, and father a race of monstrous offspring. By doing so, they defied God and corrupted the natural order. This sin was so great that it unleashed a chain reaction of destruction. And what did their betrayal bring into the world? From the unholy union of the Watchers and human women, a terrifying race was born, the Nephilim. These were not ordinary beings. They were giants, unnatural hybrids of angelic power and human flesh. Some were described as cannibals, devouring everything in their path. Others were so violent and bloodthirsty that they waged wars across the ancient world. But the true horror? They were never meant to exist. Their birth was an abomination, a cosmic crime that could not go unpunished. And when divine wrath came, it wasn't just the Nephilim who suffered. The Book of Enoch doesn't just describe giants. It speaks of otherworldly horrors that roamed the earth. These creatures were the spawn of corrupted angels, beasts so monstrous that they defied the laws of nature. Some believe these creatures were the origins of ancient myths, massive sea beasts, fire-breathing dragons, and winged horrors that fed on human souls. But the worst part? Some were too powerful to be destroyed. Instead of wiping them out, they were locked away in hidden places, sealed beneath mountains, deep in the ocean, or buried under the earth. If these creatures were real, could they still be sleeping, waiting for the day they awaken once more? When the Watchers defied heaven, they thought they could escape judgment. They were wrong. God sent the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael to capture them. And their punishment? Eternal imprisonment. The Book of Enoch tells us these angels were chained in the darkest abyss, deep beneath the earth, where they would await their final fate. But here's where it gets terrifying. Their punishment isn't over. Enoch's prophecy states that one day these fallen angels will rise again. When the final days approach, they will be unleashed, and their revenge on humanity will be unstoppable, which leads us to the final horror. The Book of Enoch describes the final judgment. a time when the world will burn in divine fire, and the heavens themselves will tremble. The sun will darken, the stars will fall, and the earth will be split apart. And then the fallen ones will rise. The imprisoned angels will be freed from their chains to wreak havoc on the world. Their ancient offspring, the Nephilim, will return, and mankind will face a reckoning unlike anything before. The righteous will ascend. The wicked will be cast into the lake of fire. But here's the real question. Could this prophecy already be unfolding? What if the Watchers are awakening? What if the Nephilim's bloodline still exists today? What if the final judgment has already begun?